Rolling. Well, welcome back to Ethan Hahn Plus One. It's a very soothing episode today. We have two very special guest stars. Two very special guest stars. A crossover on a crossover on a crossover. I know, Ethan, you say every episode is special, but this is big because fuck, alright? Because just fuck. Wait, what the hell was that noise? Alright, hey, well, you might hear a little something in the back because there's some wind outside, but like I said, the boys here, there is nothing wrong with a little Mother Nature hopping in the cast, alright? So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Esteban Serrero.
Hello! Hey, what's going on?
Esteban's debut on the podcast.
It's my first time on the podcast. Thank you so much for having me. On such short notice, too.
And, what I also want to say, a Steamboat member. Oh, we're going to get into that.
Original, number 4.
He is a founding member of the Steamboat of Friendship, and boy, are we going to get into that.
There's some contention in that, but come on.
There's a lot to talk about. There's some contracts to be rewritten or whatever. And everybody making his return, but in person, Donovan Chamberlin.
So happy to be here on the pod.
Namaste, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Namaste.
Namago.
Oh, okay. Hey, boys. Hey.
Yo, what's going on?
We're on a podcast together.
It took me 2 seconds to bring the mic in to say something when it's already like set to me.
It's so loud already.
Hey, listen, that's what we're here for. You know, you want the people to hear you.
Yeah.
You know, you want the people to be like, hey, what's this sound? What's he sound like? Because some people aren't watching the video.
Yeah.
People have to use their imaginations when they listen to us on these car rides, you know?
So, do you know if more people listen than watch?
I was gonna ask that.
How much feedback?
What's fascinating is I think more people by a hair listen. By a hair. Which I prefer too. Let's say this now. I almost prefer more because I get paid on Spotify if they listen. You hear the ad and then I get paid.
Oh, cha-ching.
I've made $3.47.
Have you spent it on anything?
Well, I can't cash it out till it hits 10. So keep listening to Spotify and Apple. It's on Spotify and Apple and YouTube. Those are the 3 main platforms for Ethan Hahn Plus One. But yeah, hey, the boys are here. We're hanging. We're vibing. Donovan's back in town for a week. It's been a week now. Been back in town.
A few days.
Yeah. And Esteban's here. You know, he's making his debut, and
I've
he's got
always
beer.
been here.
Esteban's got beer.
I do. By the way, would you guys like one? I literally.
Hey, what I like to do when people bring them on, let's pop them on while we're recording. It's always fun.
That's kind of like a cool, like, relatable thing. Hey, for Cinco de Mayo too.
Oh, by the way, this is gonna come out next week. But hey, we're filming this on Cinco de Mayo. Es muy caliente.
I feel like a fossil right now. We're like a time capsule right now.
Yeah.
Wow. No, for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is. Hey, listen now, everyone. This was filmed on Cinco de Mayo.
We are in the past.
I have never had this before. The dude. Have you like seen the?
It's okay. It's okay. Special effects.
That's 2 for 2.
Let's see it.
Have you seen the dude at the liquor store by the halal place? How fucking sussed out he is.
Why?
The guy at the liquor store is like this old dude, always wearing sunglasses, no matter what time of day. Yeah. And one time me and Amani went there, is this twist off? Yes.
It is. Mm-hmm. Word.
And this dude had his shit crossed like this, like gun like right there above his ding-a-ling.
Get out.
Really?
Wait. He's the guy that works there? He works there?
Yeah, he works there.
Strap.
Right.
But he's like so fucking tense. He's so ready. And me and Amani just like buy beer. And like Amani on his way out, it's like, Happy International Women's Month. To this fucking guy, he did not give less of a shit.
Yeah. Maybe the last guy. He's probably like, that's the last thing I want to hear right now.
Dude, he's like, that's not even real.
He's probably ready. He's probably getting ready to kill someone.
That doesn't register to a mind that's that ready.
To a gun. That's that ready with a gun. Yeah.
Meanwhile, my alcoholic lesbian mom is like best friends with that guy.
Get the fuck
Is
out
she
of here.
really?
Oh, that's her spot.
Get.
That's her spot.
We got to get Darlene on, by the way.
Oh no.
I don't even think I talk. I
don't think you could.
No. Hey, Darlene, I want you on. She's gonna hop on. I'll have to set a time limit though. Maybe.
2 hours long, and it'll just be a stream of consciousness.
I love Darlene so much.
We'll get her on. But okay, Esteban here brought Land Shark, a light beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. A typical. I'm a fan of light beers. You guys light beer guys?
Yeah. Well, I wanted something light if we were just gonna like sit down and chill for a little bit.
It's a good sit down chill beer.
Yeah.
Light beers.
This is actually decent. I got this because the guy was like looking at me and I didn't want to be in the store too long. So this was in bottles. So
Yeah. It's a bottle of peer pressure. It's like, okay, I'll grab this. Do you ever feel like, okay, when you guys walk, I know we're all like of age.
Yes.
When you walk into a liquor store, it's
Yeah.
nothing but awful vibes in there, is it not?
Oh, I'm always vibed out.
Like the fact that I know my ID still says like, oh yeah, I'm good, I'm 21. I still feel like I'm gonna get jumped or attacked or like they're gonna get mad at me for some reason. Like even walking up, they're looking at you like.
I get annoyed more so than anything.
It's never welcoming. It's never
I fucking
welcoming.
hope a motherfucker says some like weird shit to me so I could be like, dude. The setup of that was so aggressive, but literally the real world application is like, I'm buying beer, sir. Chill.
That's all it is.
I'm
That's all it is.
Paying customer.
Yeah.
Listen, why are you making me feel like shit right now? You motherfuckers.
Do you either of you like instinctually pull out your ID like before they even ask?
I always do. No, I always do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say the first time I tell this story a lot. The first time when I turned 21. Of course, that night I went to the liquor store, and I was ready. I was like, I'm gonna get my ID out, show it to this motherfucking 21. He didn't fucking ask. Part of me was like, in this moment, I was like, could I have just been doing this whole time? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then, literally, that was probably the one occasion they didn't ask. It was my 21st birthday, and then every other occasion I've been looked at. Give me your ID. I'm like, okay. But yeah, guys, that's a good beer story for you. But hey, let's move to Esteban real quick because he's never been on the show before. And then we'll move over to this clown. Are you still in that apartment? You moved because you're still in an apartment with Elijah.
Apartment.
You and Elijah still vibing?
So no, Elijah moved out. He's in the same apartment complex, but he's in a different unit with Nina. And Lex moved in. Lex was my girlfriend at the time. We actually broke up. She's moving out at the end of the month. Justin Chernicle's moving in.
Get the fuck out of here. Chernicle's moving in.
You know, since quarantine, he's been in his house. He has not been outside of his house.
Hang on. Since quarantine, you're telling...
A year.
He's been in his house.
He's been in his home.
That's rough.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, bro.
That's hard.
Is that a... No, I'm curious. Did he tell you why? Is that a him thing or a parent thing?
His parents, his dad has...
It's like lockdown mode.
Yeah,
pandemic
they're being safe. They're being safe.
I mean, hey, you know what?
Like,
you can't... What can you do, you know? Yeah. It's a new thing. Everyone has their, own takes on it.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe a bit extreme, but it is what it is,
Yeah.
That's cool, though, he's moving in. Yeah.
Do you drink coffee?
I'm not a coffee guy. Reason being, last time I had coffee, I don't know if it's because my energy's already at a 10.
Yeah.
But when I drink coffee, like, I get like anxiety and I start freaking out. Have you seen Over the Hedge? There's a scene.
Where is this going?
There's a character.
Yeah.
Are
you talking about the squirrel?
The squirrel.
Okay.
Yeah. When the squirrel drinks soda, he like freaks the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I drink coffee.
Oh yeah.
It's like because you're already giving me like all this caffeine. What the fuck what's this shit about? Yeah.
Because I was gonna say
it scares me.
your eyes are so awake. You have such an energy to you.
I'm glad that's the look because sometimes I look at myself. I'm like, do I look tired right now? But I'm like, I hope that's not the case.
I
don't think you do.
I look like awake right now. Yeah.
How are you, Donovan? Are you good?
Huh? What?
Are you good?
You good, homie?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
We're gonna get to you in a second, boy.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, hey, listen. So yeah,
what did you even ask me?
I don't know. I love this. Okay, no, okay. So back on track a little bit. So Chernicle's moving in. And hey, shout out to Justin again because I'm gonna segue into this now.
Dude,
also Steamboat.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I'll fucking get him on here when he moves in.
I want to get this is the beginning of something, everybody.
It really is.
Because again, like I said, the Steamboat of Friendship. Let's dive into that a tad bit here.
Okay.
Me and Esteban went to middle school together. We had no classes though. I don't think we had any classes. From what do you recall? We only knew each other, I think, just through mutual friends. I think it was like
mutual friends,
through Amani,
yeah.
and then we would sit at the lunch table together. And I
It
remember
wasn't until
first impression for me, like for you. What was your first impression? Do you remember anything?
No, I think like we talked on like Xbox for the first time.
Maybe that was the case.
boy.
That's what it was.
Maybe that was the case.
And you guys were already like full swing into things, so it was just
Yeah.
kind of overwhelming all around.
I think if anything, Xbox helped it grow. And Xbox, we were always on fucking Xbox.
Yeah.
But I remember, so this is my vision for people when I see people, right? And this is the energy I got for Esteban when I first saw him. I remember it was sixth grade.
Okay.
6th grade.
Sixth
Yeah,
grade.
I remember this. I was sitting down at the lunch table. I forget who else was there. You were sitting next to, I think, the Armstrongs, like Zach and Connor. And I remember,
What the fuck? Okay.
yeah,
don't remember
dude,
anyone
I had
from middle school.
steel
I don't know what
trap,
this guy's
steel
talking
trap,
Okay,
steel
okay.
trap. This memory. I looked at him. I was just like, "That's a guy I want to talk to." Literally, I say that in my head.
Wow.
I do think I'm like, "That's a guy I want to talk
That's
to."
beautiful.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's beautiful.
When I read that, I'm like, I get excited when it does eventually work out.
Uh-huh.
So when Amani started, like, I knew Amani talked to you. I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!"
We had the same homeroom.
Did we have the same homeroom?
No. Well, me and him had the same.
Oh, you
homeroom
and him
in,
did. You and him did.
6th grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Homeroom was weird. Middle school was fucking
Homeroom
weird.
fucking.
Sure was.
Like,
That's kind of unnecessary.
Here's a classroom that you wait in before you go to your fucking
Did you?
life.
I hate. Did you ever see like a shit on the floor? Like in the
What do you-
bathroom or something like
Yeah.
that?
I would see shit on. I saw shit on the walls. I saw
Wait,
shit
no, you did not. You did
twice
not.
at Shoe and at People's Plaza movie theater.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
some kid peeing at the integral with his pants all the way to his ankles.
Dude, that
Ass
rocks.
out.
I still do that. What do you mean?
That's a power move.
I remember
It is a power move.
one of the tough kids in elementary school
It's a
was
lot of
like
trust.
doing that shit in elementary,
Mm.
and like we saw him, and he was like, and we're like, "The fuck's wrong with you?" He got in trouble. How do you get in trouble for that?
Middle school was a time. It was,
Yeah.
What would you say was middle school? You have a favorite year in middle school? 6th, 7th grade? I like asking people that. Mine was 8th grade.
Same for me.
8th grade.
8th grade was like the most fun.
Because it was the fully formed version of all of us in middle school wise. Middle school wise.
That's when we all collectively peaked.
That's when it all
Y'all were out
happened.
of pocket in middle school.
I-
So I'm older than y'all.
Yes, Donovan went to
Yeah, you
shoot
are.
too.
I was in 8th grade when y'all were in 7th grade.
Wow.
What kind of brag was
You know,
that?
wow.
That what a weird brag.
Yeah. But what you all don't know, I'm 2 years older than you because I may have gotten held back in first
You
grade.
got held back.
That sounds.
What grade was it? I'll judge you by the grade.
First grade for those listening on
Why, you didn't know how to
Spotify.
read? No.
Yeah.
Was that the case?
case?
Because I feel like that's the reason kids get held back.
They said I passed, but they asked my mom, like, well, you know,
What the
it would
fuck?
help if you held back.
Could you,
you
so
know.
What the
is it low
fuck?
key your mom's fault that you got?
Absolutely.
Dude,
Do you
how
want to move him up? And let's keep him.
Eh,
Let's keep him
Yo,
at first.
like
I'd
literally,
be
like
pissed.
he passed, but like, let's keep him in the
Yeah,
oven for
they
a little bit longer.
They even made me go to summer
He
school.
burned. He burned in the oven.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They,
They-
even summer school too. So summer school and it didn't do
Why?
anything. I still had to do it again. I saw all my friends in 2nd grade. I'm like, damn.
I would have been peeved off, brother.
I was embarrassed because in elementary school there was like market day. And like
Oh,
the
market
3rd graders
day.
got to sell things
Yeah.
to like the younger people,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, "Damn!" Oh, okay. By the time I was in 2nd grade, all of my peers were in 3rd grade. I'm like, "Damn!" Like this chick.
That's
I like,
rough.
this
No, that was
8-year-old
always
girl,
that was always a big fear of
Yo.
mine. Is like I don't want to get held back. I think the only time where it almost happened was 7th grade. 7th grade was a rough
Yes.
year for
Wait,
me.
you got held
Same.
back in
No,
something?
no. I said it almost I think.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
I don't know for a fact, but my grades were looking bad enough to where I was
Yeah.
like, I'm about to get held the fuck back. Like it was fucking bad.
What subject was it for you that almost fucked you?
Social studies.
Really?
Shockingly, it was
Alright.
social studies.
Get the fuck out of here!
I don't know. I forget the teacher's name. It was some old white dude. Frickin'. He had white hair.
Oh, okay, so he's that old. I don't.
Yeah, he had white hair.
I don't know.
But like we were cool on a personal level. Yeah, you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Ooh, I live in the hood.
that's so weird that it's like in my ears first and then I do it. It's like
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was cool with him personally, but grade wise, he fucking just like hated my
Damn.
ass. Something
Yeah.
weird, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so me and Esteban originated from Shu, as did Donovan here, but you were kind of a background character at the time. You didn't become a main character until later
See,
on.
I was so introverted in middle school, very much.
I was gonna ask you if you're still an introvert or extrovert.
I feel on the inside introverted, but like when I tell that to people now, they're like that never knew me as a kid. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're zany. And I'm
Zany is a great word for you.
like, yeah,
Great
But I'm
word.
like, well, you haven't met my brother.
Amani Thurman.
Yo.
Amani
Who
Thurman,
is
who was
another-
doing an exam right now. He could not show up.
algebra.
Algebra.
I'm not gonna put
He's-
him on blast right now, but
Yeah.
it's the third time he's taken that class.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, talking about holding back.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Talking about holding back,
Yeah,
right?
I was-
But again, okay. So in the past, of this podcast, I've mentioned Steamboat of Friendship a couple times. It originated in middle school,
Choo, choo.
and it was a name created by, we'll name drop him. I believe Troy Hussey. Troy Hussey
Was
created
it Troy
Was
or
it Troy or
Cahill?
Cahill? It was either Troy or Cahill.
They're interchangeable sometimes.
Yeah.
At that period.
Maybe that's a podcast
A lot of
episode
shit.
right
And
there.
so was this a group chat or is this pre-group chat?
So we were okay. Well, here's it wasn't a group chat.
Facebook?
It was more like you had your crew in middle school, and I
Yeah.
think we were just like, what's a name? I think it started on Xbox. I could be wrong.
I think Cahill did make it because originally it was Klondike Kates, Steamboat of Friendship.
Cut of cages.
Fucking Klondike Kates.
cages. And it was purely, I think, an Xbox thing, and then it just kind of sprouted from there.
Yeah.
The core members. You, me, Troy, Cahill, Amani Thurman, Ryan Fadd, Justin Chernicle, Duncan Galloway. I think that was it.
Yes, sir.
Walker McNeil too.
Walker McNeil, yeah.
I think that was the OG Avengers crew,
Those
and
were
then
like the
and then we went to
regulars.
Williamsburg, and I was like,
Dude.
I was high on energy,
Dude.
and I looked at every guy that was
Oh,
in our
no.
class. You want to join? You want to join? I just want to know. Hey, join the Steamboat of Friendship.
All of you guys can eat a dick for Williamsburg.
Williamsburg. Why would I say that?
I
Nice.
fucking, because I got dicked out of a room with friends. Sorry,
fuck.
fucking.
No, you're right. You're
yeah,
right.
Zach Fretz and
Oh shit! You were trying to be with us. I remember, right?
Well, yeah,
Or-
yeah. It was Zach Fretz.
Could we,
and,
I remember we
um,
kept saying conjoined
who the fuck-
rooms, conjoined rooms.
Who was like cousins with like
remember
Justin?
that.
Did you do
technically?
Williamsburg your year?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was lit. I was
They're
roomed
cool
with
now. They're
Elijah.
cool now.
Oh, cool now, right?
Yeah, they're cool now.
Yeah.
I smoked on Amani's birthday. I smoked a blunt with Zach Fretz. I don't think either
Nice.
of us wanted it. I don't think either of us wanted to smoke it, but we were just like,
Okay.
smoke.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's a little backstory, on the Steamboat there. We'll dive more into it. Maybe we'll have a Steamboat cast with more members. Amani will hop on eventually. But hey, listen, we got two guys here, and Donovan here again just came back from California.
Yeah, California and Nevada. I live right on that.
You're
that
on the
edge
line. He
there.
lives on the line. So you live in both.
Exactly.
In that border. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we were talking earlier about going to like alcohol stores and stuff. So pulling out a Delaware ID, talk about being felt sus. They're just like, all right, they look at me. and you're like,
yeah.
Is this even like a state? Like what's?
Right.
Yeah.
What,
so-
what is Delaware?
I'm always
it
like,
still blows my mind that
seriously?
people don't know what all the 50 states are.
Dude, I feel sus going into Virginia to visit my mom and go to a liquor store with a Delaware license. We're like, get the like kind of, but stop.
Yeah, kind of, but stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, I mean.
Hey.
Oh, I guess I gotta silence my phone here.
That was a hot beat, though. Okay, so you came back. How were things over there? Donovan was living the life of an outdoorsman.
Yeah, I flew the coop. You know, I decided to like send
That's
it
what's
in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah,
And
in the middle of a pandemic, you left.
Yeah.
because it already started. You left in June. This whole mess started, and you were like, "I'm gonna go to do my thing."
It was a little bit more complicated than that. I mean, right in the beginning of 2020, I left for Las Vegas, and I was working in Las Vegas for a while. And then pandemic hit, got laid off.
Oh,
and
you
I
had to
dro-
come back.
And I drove back because I
Right.
didn't know what was happening. And then,
Fuck.
a few months later, they were like, "Okay, we'll rehire you." And I'm like, "Deuces," and I
Yeah.
just left right away.
Yeah.
And you know, it was difficult because like the thing is, you know, as much as an introvert that I am,
Yeah.
friends are necessary, especially having friends that have context.
Yeah, because like,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
like you worked like when you weren't like traveling back and forth, like you fucking worked there. Like, did you make friends with the people you worked with, or did you find yourself
Right.
in fucking work mode?
Yes, great question.
I made friends with my coworkers, and it was
That's
really.
what's up.
I mean, normally I like going out and dancing and like going to the clubs.
Did
but
it
of
get to
course-
that level? Like,
No,
Oh well, no,
Rona.
I know COVID.
Yeah.
But did you get to the level of your coworkers where you guys went out, got some food or
yeah,
anything like
I
that?
mean,
Or
so in the summertime, I was.
were you able to make your crew?
Yeah, I was a sawyer, so I was working like outdoors in the middle of nowhere, beautiful place, and so like it was such hard work that we kind of bond. You know when
Yeah.
you like
Oh, of course.
go through some
You're all
sucky
going
shit
through the
with
same
people.
shit. Yeah.
And so I went on a lot of vacations, but most of it was like outdoors. And when we
Yeah.
were partying, it was like at a campsite, drinking outside and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was cool. And during the winter time, I worked at a Patagonia warehouse.
Patagonia.
Yeah,
Patagucci.
I remembered when I saw your pants. Hold up, can I ask you like kind of an intimate question?
Yeah, sure.
Did you find yourself jerking off more when you were away from home?
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Yeah, wait, more?
More.
More. I mean, just
Like
More
unchanged?
than usual.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I.
You
found
are okay
myself-
with answering this?
Oh yeah.
okay?
Okay. Of course.
Okay.
I'm just choosing my words.
I was just curious to see if it would like noticeably slow down or noticeably pick up. Or if
Great,
it, or if
great,
it stayed the
great.
same. Or if it stayed the same.
Yeah.
I mean, it changed. Like outside, it's kind of hard because you're outside and it's kind of sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But like once I got my apartment, you just
You
have
had your
so
own
much,
place, spread them out.
so much freedom. That's the thing. So much.
You're not still in an apartment you told me about, though,
Oh,
right?
I just moved.
You just moved out.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Just
I'll
moved
be
out of
moving
there.
into a fire building.
It's gonna be a lot.
firehouse.
I think it's gonna be a lot better for you.
Oh yeah.
More
Was,
social.
was that your first time like moving into your own place?
The first time
Yeah,
lease
man.
on my name.
Shit.
Dude, fucking tell me how much that fucking rocks.
It was awesome. Lived in the apartment building used to be a motel. So it
Right,
literally
you
was
did
a
say that,
hotel
yeah.
room, unfurnished, bachelor life. I was sleeping on a blow-up mattress.
Fuck yeah.
It's the best. It's the best.
Cockroaches and the wildest people outside because I was in the center of Reno, Nevada. Those people.
Was
at
it a
home.
tough crowd? You were living here?
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
like
tough crowd?
it was really low income. Like there was a lot of homeless people outside. And
Okay.
Some weird folks. There's always cops.
There's a lot of hipsters around like low income areas
Yeah.
and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's more authentic that way, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. It kind of it makes the environment feel a little more real.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
some of these homeless people were like almost like they would fly flags like "Don't tread on me," so
Yeah.
they were like far right homeless people. Like, I'm like, you'd think they'd be
Yeah.
into like social support programs.
Yeah,
but,
Yeah. It's like I'm fine with paying taxes. I just don't want to pay for welfare and shit.
You okay?
Exactly.
You being out there though, I think I asked this last time you were on, but just to see if anything changed or anything. I mean, you being out there when you were by yourself in the apartment, did you have days where you were like, I'm bummed, like I'm alone?
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Bro, do you get sad?
So
emotions.
So I lived so many different places in 2020. Like I moved around maybe 6 times, and
Okay.
so the
Wow.
last maybe 4 months I was in an apartment in Reno. And before I was always living with other people, like with my coworkers, and
Yeah.
that was good, but like also kind of not because I just didn't have privacy. And that was my thing, and then I went straight from that to living alone, knowing no one else, and and so like I was trying to do like these Jedi mind tricks. I learned somewhere that like Buddhists are like, you're truly happy when you want what you have, and I was like, how do you do that Jedi mind trick? So I'm just thinking like, I'm glad I have shelter. You know what I mean?
Happy to be inside.
And like
small things.
Yeah, I had
Small
a
things.
really good job. So spare money,
Yeah.
I had plenty of food, and so that's what I was thinking about. But and like as it grew on, I started to meet more people at work, and a wild thing happened to me. One day at work, I'm just talking with some people during lunch, and after I walked in my car, the day's over, and I start my car, and I start driving away, and there's like something under my windshield. Just I'm like, did I get a ticket? No, it was a note. I pull over. It was a Sonic receipt, some stains on it,
Okay.
a number,
Okay.
Rachel, heart.
Ooh. Wait a second.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
go ahead.
and let me
Now
tell you,
keep-
I was
keep
on
going.
the top of the world. Yeah, and
Sure.
she's lovely. Called her, and we went on dates. Great. Well, yeah. Well,
Once you saw her, you were like, "This is you knew the Rachel from work."
yeah,
Okay.
and
That's
and-
awesome.
and exactly. But the thing is, like, I just like
Nice.
introduced myself to her a few days earlier, and she knew what car I drove. You know what I mean?
Oh, so
Cause she
Sheesh,
fucking ass. Cause she
sheesh,
fucking
yeah.
ass.
Yeah. No, and it was.
She
it was
zoned
so,
in on you, man.
It was so great.
She was on a mission.
Yeah, we were seeing each other for a few weeks, and it was
Oh,
just,
that's cute.
and that totally just flipped my world upside down. Like, totally made me
That's
feel so much
great.
better.
No, I'm
A
glad.
fucking-
Yeah.
Do you still stay in contact with her?
Yeah, yeah. And
That's
she
awesome.
drove me to the airport. She's lovely.
Oh, dude, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, man. That's so great.
Exactly.
So when you go back, are you gonna be still working with her or no?
No, because I'm moving away, but
Moving out,
we're
right.
staying in touch. We're working
That's
it
awesome.
out. Yeah. Mhm.
That's awesome, dude.
Mhm.
Wow, so you found a little love there, little
Exactly,
love interest for Donovan
exactly.
spinoff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's great, dude. Yeah.
So like there was ups and downs, but like overall positive experience. Very glad that I did fly the nest, and I'm excited to go back. You know,
Yeah,
this was
yeah.
important. Come touch base in Delaware,
As
but-
it should, you know. I feel like even for me, like again, I haven't done it yet. Soon, but like.
I'm excited
It'll
to talk
happen
to you
when it
about
happens,
this.
dude.
Yeah. Whenever something does, you know, I think the feeling of coming back home it must be so amazing. But yeah, I mean, you're back, and did your mom get emotional? Like, you're back. Did your mom get emotional about that stuff? Like, oh, you're back.
Oh
Yay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Yeah. And you don't.
She was kind of bummed that you're leaving. She's like, you're coming back, right?
I gotta see
She'll get over
Darlene. I haven't seen Darlene in a while.
Yeah.
I gotta see Darlene.
Mhm.
And how's Guatleon?
Oh,
Guatleon's
she's
good.
lovely. She's doing great.
Guatleon's doing
Quietly,
good.
I'm starting to warm up to me,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm very happy about.
That's great.
And
Yeah.
same to me after how many years?
How many years?
She did
You're
not
in
fuck
actually-
with us.
Dude, I think that's just like her approach. I think she's fucking very careful with like her approach.
Yeah.
Something I didn't touch on last time you were on the podcast on Zoom. If we can touch on a little bit, Donovan here has 2 moms.
Yeah.
2 lesbian moms, and
Yeah.
of course you have your dad, your biological dad. Hey, I just think, it's a fascinating thing. I don't know. I just think
we
it's a
have
fun thing to
very
talk about.
like
Yeah.
non-stereotypical family
Yeah.
structure, and it's cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I cannot express. I'm sure you can attest to this too. Whenever you go into their house, doesn't it
Yeah.
just feel like the most welcoming environment? Like a second
It
home.
is,
They treat
yeah.
it's like a second home.
It is a
dude.
second home. At first,
It's
it felt
amazing.
like very like thank
Sure.
thank you. But after a while, I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
What's good?
Yeah, this is
What's
awesome.
good? Right.
This is awesome.
Yeah. And you know, Donovan is a fully white male, and his brother is half black, half white.
and so you
A mix and all mix.
and, exactly.
fucking rock.
But like you knew Amani first.
I knew
and you
Amani
thought,
first. I knew
his
Amani
mom
first.
was a black woman, and
The whole time. I was like, he has black parents, but then
Yeah,
you know,
so-
I went to his house for a sleepover, and again, this is your introverted days.
Yeah.
And literally, you were always on the sidelines whenever me and Ryan came over, or any other
Yeah,
crew.
yeah.
I remember the first time I went over.
I don't know this
Oh my
story.
god, Amani was like stressed too, because you know it was like the first time his mom like meeting our parents meeting your mom. You know,
Oh,
it was a
God.
big thing.
Yeah, parent meetups were like super essential. Like
Crazy.
Like you could
Crazy.
not go over there until I
I need to talk. I need to
parents.
talk to the parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom dropped me off, and then of course Amani was, I guess, I was like, oh, our moms have to meet. And I remember I walked inside the house with Amani. We're like, we're gonna play video games.
Yeah.
And Amani looked outside the window. He's like. And then all you see is my mom and your mom just conversing for like, I don't know, it's been like, what, 15 minutes? And my Amani was like, I have to save her. My mom.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he,
Oh, yeah.
he went out there, and then I remember seeing that he's like pulling his Darlene away. And then I see my mom just like laughing, like, ha ha ha. And I went home that night. I was like, what was she talking to you about? She's like, oh, just whatever. My mom was just being nice about it. But your mom is a talker, man.
Oh yeah, and the
Lovely
thing is,
woman,
This is
though,
what I
love her.
tell people: just walk away. She won't even
Just
be
walk away.
offended. She won't be
Just
offended.
walk away.
She won't even remember.
Yeah.
Just walk away and say
Yeah.
bye.
Dude, I was when
Yeah.
I was like doing her hair, which took a couple hours. I was kind of sweating like during. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I could not calm down
Yeah.
because like because
Cutting her hair?
yeah.
Okay.
I go to cosmetology.
So yeah,
school.
I was going to ask you about,
Yeah.
because he kind of mentioned it to me a little bit. You cut his hair
I
too.
fucking cut his hair before here. I cut Duncan's hair.
Nice.
Shout out Duncan Galloway.
Duncan Galloway, homie.
I told him I was like, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for you. And yeah, I don't know, cause like I want to like be cool with like chat and stuff like that, but also we listened to a kid CD about like elephants. What is that? Okay, it was awesome though.
Darlene put it on? Or no?
100%. Darlene, when Amani was leaving, she was like, "Oh, can you like put on some music, please. And he like brought out this like fucking kid CD, and she's like, oh, he's fucking with us. And we listened to it later, and like, yeah, it's like kid songs about like, this is what the elephant does, and this is what
amazing,
yeah.
amazing. You know, and you know what? That's the only stuff you can get in that household. I feel like
100%.
and that is purely like, I'm so genuine. Like that is awesome. I think that's just so fun.
So the thing that my mom showed me the most is like how to not be embarrassed anymore. Like she pushes the boundary of like I'm like it's like it comes full circle and then I take a deep breath and I'm like, well, she's just gonna say whatever and I just have to not be embarrassed anymore.
Dude, that is what it is, because you and Amani like. You guys like look pissed, but like I say like
all the
like,
time, right? They always look bad.
Dude, when Amani pulled out that kid CD, he like looked pissed, but he pulled out like a fucking kid CD to like be funny. Like it's such a fucking funny.
I notice every time your mom pulls one of her little shenanigans,
yeah,
you share the same look Amani does. There's this look of like. But you do the task, whatever was asked of you. But and like, cause it's just like you go with the flow.
That is PTSD. That is years of like, when we were teenage angst, we had to fight back and just be rude and nasty, and then you gotta understand is what the mature thing to do is just let her do it. And just,
put in that kid's CD.
I did it.
See, it's inevitable, man. It's inevitable. But okay, Esteban here. You going to cosmetology school?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Where are you going right now?
Paul Mitchell, the School of Delaware.
How long you been going there right now?
Oh, fucking last June.
And you were like, and again, it's just focused on hair cutting right now. Is that the deal?
It's hair.
That's awesome.
I want to specialize in short hair, shoulder length and up, cuts and color.
Are you looking for business? Pitch yourself. Hey, Esteban, what's your name gonna be? Suero Cuts.
I really like the salon name Two Girls Scissoring, but I'm not a girl and I don't have a partner.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's pretty good. Two Girls Scissoring.
Yeah, that's really good. And then the logo, like a neon thing.
Yeah, or I might go, like just the snip.
Just the snip.
Just
that's
the snip.
Really fucking good.
Yeah,
that's really fucking good.
I kind of want something mildly inappropriate because that's I like pushing the boundaries like that.
Mm-hmm. Have you kept in your head how many heads you've cut so far, or you lost?
That's cut. So weird because Duncan asked me that same shit. He was like, how many heads have you cut?
Yeah.
And I was like 10, 15. He was like, I thought you did like 60. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
But is it all people you know personally, or have you done any strangers yet?
Absolutely.
You have done strangers.
I've probably done more strangers than I have people.
And you're pretty confident now with it. You kind of know what you're doing and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm still a student. I've only been cutting hair since like last November.
Sure.
So if you think about it, that's probably only like 6 months, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I love my haircut.
I'd have to.
Thank you.
I might have to try you out one time. You know who's been cutting my hair since COVID? My mom.
Oh wow.
Really?
She learned.
She did that.
I'll be honest. The first round was rough, and I was glad because I was working from home. I was going out, so I was like, I told her, "Fuck it, let's just see." Things were kind of uneven, but I was like, "It is what it is. I'm at home." But honestly, she's been doing it more. She's been doing my dad's too, the more and more.
Wow.
And she actually hates this, but me and my dad find it more convenient. You know when you're cutting someone's hair and, you don't really know the person, so if you see a little thing you don't like, you're just like... But with her, I'm like so comfortable. I'm like, wait, can you do this? Can you do that now? Can you do this? So that's a perk for me and my dad, but for her, it's like... so it is what it is. Yeah, but dude, maybe we'd have to schedule something.
I'll warn you, I was clean shaven when he started the haircut. And I had a long
I took a long fucking time.
Long.
I do, absolutely. Every time I cut hair, I get better. I don't know if I get any faster, but I get better.
Right. Yeah. I mean, taking your time though, you just want to make sure it's all perfect.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't have a problem with it.
That and I don't have the technique down. I don't have it like, okay, first I do this, and then second I do this. It's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like I figure out the haircut with like every fucking haircut.
Yeah.
Even if it's like
are you able to cut now? I don't know, this is silly. Are you able to cut your own hair or no?
Fucking, I did cut my own hair.
You did cut your own hair.
Yeah.
Wait, for you, are you just shaving it, or are you actually like going hard and like fading yourself?
That's hard.
So
that's tough to cut your own hair, man.
I used to buzz myself one level all the way around. Easiest shit.
Yeah, I remember.
Just rubbing your head.
Yeah.
And then I started bleaching my hair, so I had blonde hair for a while. That I did by myself. Now I want to like grow out my hair, so like I kind of cut it like a mullet. Like
get the fuck out.
I kind of cut it where it's like shorter here, but you can kind of see.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And it's like longer in the back and in the front.
Those earrings are dope.
Thank you.
It's kind of a
Valentine's
cool
Day gift.
style. I see you going for there. And again, it's not, you don't find it hard. You just kind of like, you just take your time.
It's fucking hard. It was stressful.
Yeah. I'll be honest, when COVID first started, I told myself, am I going to cut my own fucking hair? So I almost did it, but until my mom was like, I'll give it a try. And then again, I was like,
It looks fucking good. I was actually, when
that's
you...
fine. Yeah. It's
When-
basically, I told her, I just tell her the basics. Like, just do the basics.
Because I was going to tell you that you had good hair when I was going outside to take a piss.
Oh, wow.
What's like... What part of like taking a piss as like a dude is like, all right, you have to wash your hands. It's touching your dick, right?
Oh. You're saying that because you guys didn't wash your hands, which is fine. We're all pros here.
Here's the thing. I have the patented don't touch your cock technique.
Oh,
same.
sure, yeah.
Right.
Classic. We learned this earlier.
So that's what I was thinking. I
Because
was like,
the main
like,
reason you would wash your hands is if you touch the
you
penis.
touch your nasty,
You touch your
fucking
dick, yeah.
sweaty,
Mm-hmm.
fucking.
So I
bulging
mean, if you
penis.
didn't, I mean, if you just unzipped and went for it, it's all good. Because sometimes
Yeah.
when it goes, it's like a hose. It has a mind of its own.
Right, you know, you can just kind of like put it over and let it do its thing.
Yeah. It
Like,
just
you
wakes
don't-
up. Yeah.
You don't have to touch your big delicious juicy cock. when
You
piss.
don't have to. You don't have to. Veiny.
Yeah.
This is a
Girth.
family
So,
podcast.
like,
People know what this is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry if you tuned out now. Sorry.
yeah, it's cool. I woke those people up. With
You woke them up.
big
You woke
fat
them up with
delicious
that.
cock.
They were like talking about haircuts and then veiny dicks.
How old were you when you first looked at your own asshole?
Oh.
23. No,
Now.
you said you had some questions.
Oh, yeah.
I would love. I love it when the guests come on with questions. Throw them out in the air.
I'm like such a supporter of your road to Hollywood. So
Sure.
you say your dream destination is LA, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So, but like
Top top place.
I think. Are you thinking about like getting back into theater, like community theater
Yeah,
around
that's
here?
what's up.
I was see here. So here's the fun thing. I mean, the funny story about that. Before again, COVID. Again, I'm not. It's not. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's an excuse.
COVID's real.
What happened was I was almost in something. Mamma Mia. I think I told you about that.
Oh,
I was.
yeah,
I got a pretty decent role too.
Hey.
It was in Maryland too, like Streetland Productions. It was a nice little small theater.
Wow.
Then COVID hit, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was so close. We were rehearsing everything, and that kind of brought my mojo down a little bit. I'm like, shit. And then COVID hit. We're all home, and then you kind of go through this mental thing of like, what the fuck? Because I couldn't even create videos because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I was just trying to create some. There's like this weird phase of videos on my channel where it's just like me like being dumb in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And I just like, it's like, it's quarantine time. Because it's like, what the fuck was he doing? There's a whole thing where I'm like trying to draw a picture that Raya made. Because I'm just like, this is content. Yeah. And it came out fine, but I was just like, I'm a practice copying my friend's artwork. Or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something.
And it was weird. And I don't know, I think I just need to find that kick again. When it comes to going out there and looking.
I'm like super supportive. I do it. I want to see you in some theater.
100%.
I mean, Wilmington has a thing.
They do.
And my argument is like, Road to Hollywood, LA's dope. You also can make a scene here. The true legends
Yes, sir.
make the scene where they're at.
Well, honestly, that was something I kind of tried to come to terms to during this whole year, this whole thing we've been through. I told myself, I'm like, and again, I don't want to tell myself that because it would also prevent me from moving on. But also,
it's something to do in the meantime.
I'm trying it as of right now.
This is it.
Like
This is-
something like this. Like, 'cause, dude, people are like down for it. Like, I had one of my buddies Cam on with his girlfriend, and then he said one of his friends saw it and was like, "Hey, I want to hop on." So that kind of local growth, the fact that just someone I don't know was like, "Hey, let me hop on." I'm like, please hop on. Like, I encourage it. It'd be cool to have a stranger in here.
That's why I fucking hopped on. Fucking Donovan was talking
yeah.
about coming on. I was like, fucking get me in there.
Dude, let's fucking do it. And that's all I
let me get
want.
in
Like,
there.
let's fucking like knock these out
top
and just
the
have some
studio.
fun. And if I told myself if I can become like, I don't know, locally known somehow.
Yeah.
Grow
your interview skills, like prepare.
I will say it's made me more comfortable. Like, not even like just when I have someone on here, but like talking to people outside. Like, it's helped me like just be like, oh, let me ask this question to them, and then like just kind of going from there, breaking the ice. It's helped me break the ice out so much easier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like
That's a
it's
skill.
actually really crazy. Yeah.
It's the funny thing about this environment. It's like a lot less like rigid and like fucking stressful than you would think it is. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
and that was the thing I was trying to create with this.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're in my little carport, you know, and there's some chairs and some lights. What the fuck, you know?
When
That
did
is
you
what it is.
fucking take this over?
It was during quarantine. Oh no, not during quarantine. I'm sorry. It was actually the beginning of this year. I started my movie podcast with Michael Ennis. With Michael Ennis, I did a movie
Yes.
podcast. Shout out to Michael Ennis.
I had a
and,
dream about him.
Did you really?
Not about him. He was in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I started that during what was interesting. It may have been a terrible idea, but we did it. I tried doing a few podcasts with him in my room. I was like, it's just him. I told my parents, listen, he'll walk in, he'll come a mask. Me and him will just film in my room. We did like 3 episodes in my room. And then, you know, things were getting worse with COVID at the time. We got scared. We're like, I don't know, whatever, let's go. And then I told myself, I like to like sit in my room and think, like, what can I do? What are things I can create? And I was just like, casual podcast where I just fucking have people on and talk whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but the room isn't gonna work because my parents are still kind of COVID paranoid. So I walked in here one day, and this place was set up a lot differently before, and I'm just like, I can make this work.
Yeah.
And I grinded one day. And I asked my dad, I'm like, listen, because he likes this area over here. Like everyone, you can't see it, but like on my like behind the cameras, there's like this whole like it looks like a storage area. There's bikes and shit.
It's a pretty efficient space. I'm not gonna lie.
It's that's the thing. I was looking at it, and
kinda
I
nice.
made a deal with him, like, give me half of the carport, and I'm like, I will make sure everything's clean. And he was like, okay. If anything, I tidied it up more than I should have, just to make
that
sure.
dad.
Yeah, and he greenlit it, and me and mom was like, yeah, sure. And then here we are. It originally had the table set up, and now shout out to my assistant Joy Rios. We ended up getting these chairs because it was just a decent idea. I was like, it's pretty cool. And then I might work on the background there too more, but you know, just growing, just growing. That's what I'm trying to work on right now, dude. And I'm glad you guys are here for it, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Making history, dude.
It's a pleasure.
We're making history. Let me ask you guys a fun one.
Yo.
Can you say the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge of allegiance.
Say it fully. Oh, can you wait? Who's unsure if they can say it?
I can.
Are you unsure?
I'm unsure.
Try going for it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, one nation.
Oh no, he fucked up already.
That's you're lying.
Oh no,
Really?
I'm not lying.
Together now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I only asked that because I saw on TV the other day that a lot of people don't know it. Because on Jimmy Kimmel, they were asking a bunch of strangers, like, hey, can you say the Pledge of Allegiance? And they were like, oh.
Yeah, well, fuck America. Come on.
Yeah.
Where do you guys want to... What's the end goal for Esteban Serrero? Where do you want to end up? What is the hey, I'm here and I'm working this specific job. What's the grand finale for Esteban where you're sitting back on a rocking chair scratching your nuts?
All right. First of all, how dare you ask me this question? You know, I'm going to cosmetology school, so I want to fucking cut hair. I want to live a really good life cutting hair. I want to have a dog. I want to have a I'm a heterosexual.
Okay.
So
The pause killed me. The pause is what got me. The pause.
so probably like a wife and a kid in the mix.
Okay.
I want to be a dad. I want to be
man.
a dad.
I will say I don't want it anytime soon, but I am excited to be a dad. I don't know about you guys.
Dude, yeah, 100%.
I'm excited to be a dad.
I think about my unborn kid all the time.
Really?
How many kids do you want? Have you thought about names? Get into detail. Like anything specific? Have you thought about, I want this many kids. I want to name them this.
Fucking,
or genders. How many genders do you want? Of which one?
I was talking to this girl, kind of, and I was telling her that I really like the word ghoul.
Okay.
It's just a funny word.
Yeah,
Ghoul.
Sure.
And she was like, oh my god, I've always wanted to name my kid Ghoul.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
God.
Amazing. Unique. That might be the
still
start
love
of the new generation.
Yeah. Fucking.
Ghoul.
I already feel like the trend now is to have like a normal name, but you just like spell it fucking stupid.
Yeah.
There was I heard a kid's name was, his last name was Field and his first name was Legend, and his middle name was Onda because his parents
Legend on the field.
Yes,
Oh, shut the fuck up!
No, I'm being serious.
Wait, I think I've heard this before.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. It's real.
100%.
Legend on the field.
I heard at McDonald's, and fucking.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. This is
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Soccer
great.
fans.
Legend. Dancing is awesome. Like, I can't wait for dance floors to open
Oh,
back
That
up,
is
brother.
that is my
I can't wait.
meditation. I'm
Yeah.
an introvert until it comes to dancing.
Yeah.
I don't need any alcohol. I don't need to smoke. I don't need to be with friends. I can go to a bar, and I have.
I've seen it
And
on
I've gone to
you,
a bar,
yeah.
and I can be the only one on the dance floor.
I've seen it. I've seen
I
that.
can start the dance, and
Yeah.
it's just it's lethargic. And when you're with other people, it's so much. It's a way to bond, and it's like
Yeah.
even like in a non like trying to hook up to people.
Is it not
way.
almost like just a fun way of communicating too? Because sometimes
Yeah.
when you feel each other's energies, you kind of know you next, and then
It feels like that's something that's supposed to happen.
yes.
It feels like that's supposed
This
to
is
happen.
right. This is what we are all.
Yes.
We are all here for this
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
Sometimes I think the dancing was the first language before there was
Sure.
spoken word. It was
Dude,
like
yeah.
I do this
Yeah,
and
no,
you
for
repeat.
real.
Yeah.
Do you know how people are like, oh, he's a fucking Scorpio. I can't talk to him. My fucking like litmus test for like if I fuck with you is like, do you like to dance? I'm like, oh no, I don't really like to. I go like, all right, that's strike one.
That's strike one.
No, seriously, like
Yeah.
I hate to be like that, but also it's just
Yeah.
like it's like what? You don't
But
get
see,
down. You don't get
and
down.
You know what? I'll even challenge people. I'm like, well,
Oh, yeah.
okay, well,
Dude, we gotta get on a dance floor,
accepted.
man.
Yeah.
We gotta. God damn, I'm so sorry. Hang on.
And you're the professional here. Come on, dude.
I know. Sorry. Okay, go yeah. But yeah, like we need to get on a freaking dance floor, man.
Yeah.
Soon.
If I see someone else feeling themselves, even if
Yes.
they're offbeat,
Yes.
Oh,
even
dude.
if they're
Yes.
ugly, I will be like, yes.
Yeah.
Did you
and
say
I will
offbeat or ugly?
both. yes. If they're smiling and they're feeling themselves, I'm feeling them, and I'm gonna join them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
And
Also, how attractive is that, by the way? To just see someone completely fine. Is that what
it is. It's very attractive.
It's amazing because it's like sometimes when you see him, you just gotta respect it too. He's like, yo, he's in his fucking world right now. He's in. You know they're feeling it when they have their eyes closed.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the thing. When you see somebody absolutely fucking it up and doing something impressive, that's so fucking hype. That's so.
I want to
like,
dance
I'm like,
now.
oh.
I want to dance.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Fucking Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. I'll have a dancing cast one day. A dance podcast.
Dance cast.
Well, a story I want to share is when we did so that I think it was that same night we were at Deer Park.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
everyone was kind of separating their own groups because a crew wanted to go to Grottos, and I'm gonna say this: everyone Delaware local and Main Street area, Grottos is the most overrated fucking place in the world.
Yeah, fuck
That's
Grottos.
the place to
Why the
stand around and talk.
Stop!
Yeah.
Stop hyping up Grotto. Why the fuck is that the most popular place on Main Street? So what I will say, me and you, we went to Klondike Kates, and this is what I hate about Kates. It has a dance floor up front, up top,
Yeah.
which is a phenomenal dance floor.
Yeah.
There's a DJ, which he was shit. First off, he was playing shit music.
Yeah,
Damn.
And here's what I hate
That's like
here's
that?
what I hate the most. I'm gonna
Wow.
call you all you motherfuckers out. You UD kids that think, oh, I'm gonna go to Kate's and dance. Hey, sorry if you're listening to the audio version. This bouncing around with a drink, that's not fucking dancing.
Yeah.
I've never
We had
been
to get in the middle and fucking fuck it up. We're trying to fuck it up around these college kids who are like,
It's packed in like sardines. Barely
get
move.
step to the side, Bruce.
Yeah.
Step to the side, Chad. Rachel, come here, move.
Yo.
Me and my friend have to fuck it up right now.
Yeah.
And we could barely fuck it up because the DJ was playing trap. I'm
Yeah,
not big
that's-
on dancing to trap.
That's you can't.
You can't.
I
dance
mean,
to
I
trap.
can.
Well, you can.
can't,
but you
like,
can't.
No, and it has to be a good one. It has to be the ones that have like a really like it has to hit on like every like fourth note.
Again,
or
if it
something.
can
has to
work,
have, like,
it can
four
work.
on the floor.
But listen, trap music isn't on my top 10, or not even top 20 of things I want to dance to. And this guy was playing that, but we tried our best. We tried our
I mean,
best.
like for me, like if you're gonna be playing music in a club, you gotta play the music that they were listening to in middle school. So like play Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
And people are gonna fuck it up. Play,
Holy shit.
But play.
That's
bump,
awesome.
bump,
Dude, not
da,
even that-
da, ba, da, ba,
Play some funk, man.
Yeah.
I'm
I was
all
about
about
to say,
funk,
dude.
bro.
I've been listening to a lot of disco music because they have a lot of
Me
floor. They
too.
have, dude, fucking, they have so much floor on the floor, and it's so fucking.
Earth,
that's my
Wind, and
jam.
Fire.
Yeah,
is
September
one of
is
my,
classic.
Earth, Wind, and Fire
We
is
all
one of
know
my
this.
top fucking bands out there, man.
Yeah, I mean, like
can always fuck it
disco
up,
is
too.
so fun
Disco's the
and
best. You
easy
can
to
dance-
dance to. Easy.
Yeah.
to
Let's get the
dance to.
made to
fucking
dance
what's
to.
it called? The lines they would create. I
Yeah.
don't know. Whatever the fuck.
Conga
No,
lines?
not conga lines. There was something else. I can't think of it in the moment. There was something else they would do.
Soul Train.
Soul Train.
Soul Train. That's what the fuck it is.
That's
Soul-
like
let's
the
get the
t-
Soul
yeah.
Trains back up in this bitch,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's dancing.
Exactly.
bumping around with your beer in your hand isn't I'm sorry.
It's
I
not.
have to let that out. If this podcast can get any message out today, it's that. I'm gonna promote this specific portion of it. I'm so pissed right now. It's not fucking dancing, everybody. It's not. You got to learn how to dance. I think a move I learned from you and Amani, by the way, was the shirt pull. So it was you don't even need someone to do it. You can do it yourself. So I think it was from you guys.
It's really just boosting whoever is feeling themselves. So,
but not even that. You could do it to yourself.
So what is this?
So let me explain. So everyone watching the video, and I'll try my best to explain it for the audio.
Yeah.
So you're standing where there's a dance circle.
Okay.
And not even a dance circle. You could start the dance off with this, like the party. You grab your shoulder. You grab your shoulder, like the shoulder part of your shirt.
It's almost like a shadow person is pulling it.
yeah.
Yeah, and so what you do is you go to the beat and you drag yourself in. Ooh. And you make you got it. The key is to over exaggerate it as much as possible.
Of course.
So then everyone's like, oh. But again, you can do it to yourself, or like you said, if someone listen, dancing doesn't even have to be the most extravagant thing ever.
No.
You could have the most subtle movements of like shoulders up and down. Two steps. Just move your knees up and down, and doing that little shoulder thing to somebody can make that dance look 1,000 times like, holy shit, what's he doing?
If you want to look really good and make a face like you smell something gross.
the I'm killing it face. Like you just smell some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And mix that with the shirt thing.
Twist up your face.
Wait, are you saying you would like pull someone in with this, or is this like they're already on the dance floor?
No. So
and you're
I guess it can work either way.
Yeah.
But either you pull them in, or if they're already dancing, you just walk up to them and you're like, ooh.
And you have to boost their shit.
Yeah, boost their shit, man. Boost their shit.
I want to say this though, real quick. I love dancing. It's my favorite thing on earth.
Yeah.
But like being like a teenager, being a kid, and being like borderline forced to dance, nothing induces suicidal thoughts more than like someone trying to get you to dance when you really don't want to fucking dance. There's nothing more like fucking how do I teleport?
I mean, you gotta read the energy on the person too. Like, I mean, yeah, like you wouldn't want like someone who's like, no, come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's not doing much.
You do gotta read it. Because I mean, if I could really tell, like, okay, this person doesn't want to do it, I'll stop. But don't force someone to dance. That's not what we're saying here. We're saying if you can feel the energy, lift up their shoulder on their shirt and pull them in.
That's one of those things where you go,
this motherfucker. Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast, the Casual Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything. We had 2 awesome guest stars today. This will not be their last time on. They will return as much as they can. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Han_Aguilar. Don't forget to watch my YouTube channel, Ethan Han Productions. I got vlogs, I got short films. The short film coming out, SWAT Revenge. I'm just kind of active on Instagram mainly, so Han_Aguilar. Do you guys want to pitch anything? No, you guys don't. Yeah, you gotta
fucking call up Paul Mitchell to school, Delaware. I don't have the number, but like fucking, you have the internet, loser. You're not a loser. You're beautiful, but call them. Request Esteban.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I'm not even taking guests right now. That's so funny. I'm not taking guests right now. Okay. But fucking
for future reference.
Fucking hit up Ethan if you want a haircut. He can get you.
And then I'll get in touch. Yeah. I'll connect you to him if you want to get a little snip. And trim that COVID hair off. Donovan is fully off social media, so there's nothing to pitch. All he can say is
good for you. I deleted fucking.
Listen, as much as I would love to do,
my social security number is
for me. As much as I would love to do a cleanse, it's what I got to do to grow.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what it is for me? The fucking TikTok's like everywhere now. I don't have TikTok, but TikTok's on Instagram and TikTok's on YouTube. Yeah, and I can't. I'm so susceptible.
Yeah, TikTok's funny. That's funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's a blast, but I can't.
I need to get more into it. Yeah. But all right, everyone. That's been the episode. Thank you for listening to Ethan Han.
+2.